Nandam Mahasada
Nandam Mahasada
Shivoham
Shivoham
Om
Om
Nityananda
Nityananda
Mahasada
Mahasada
Shivoham
Shivoham
Om
Om
Nityananda
Nityananda
Mahasada
Mahasada
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
So, Mark, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Akulanza Nabujimi Bay. I live in the state of Maryland.
Yep. And my name is Mukesh. I'm in Biddi. I'm from Philadelphia and Houston. And I'm Adinawasi at Swamiji's Paramhansa Nityanandaji's ashram in Biddi, Bangalore. And we are discussing about Swamiji. And this is the part 4 of the series. And in the last series, part 3, we are discussing about the Houston closing part of the Houston visit, and then we are also discussing about the faith-based organizations and how they should take this Mahasadashivoham, the best golden cosmic opportunity. And Ma, can you continue about that, please? And
Yes,
Swamiji's divine vision also. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes. So, as we were speaking before,
Mhm,
faith based identity
mhm.
should understand that this is not an occult. This is a
Yes.
continuation
Mhm,
because Jesus Christ, as everyone knows him,
mhm,
or Yeshua Krishna, was
mhm.
also taught and trained and initiated by an avatar during his lifetime.
Yes.
And once you can understand the entire 30 years, which is missing of Jesus's life, which is missing from the Bible, was the time period where Jesus was being initiated, taught, and trained by an avatar, or as we say today, a mentor.
Mhm. Yep.
So if you understand that Jesus had a mentor who was his
Mhm.
avatar, then you have to understand that we also need an avatar to manifest those 430 plus Shakti powers that
Shaktis. Yep.
Jesus manifested.
Yep. Yep.
They say that he fed 5,000 with just one fish and a loaf of bread. And
Mhm.
we all believe that that's what happened, but we don't know how that happened.
The
Because
science
look at it
behind.
today. If we had, yes, the science behind it. If we had one loaf of fish and one loaf of bread, could we ourselves feed 5,000 people?
Mhm.
No.
Yep.
We have kitchens. We have kitchens that provide food for the homeless.
Mhm.
Okay, but
Mhm.
they're not providing food from the homeless from one fish and one loaf of bread.
Yes. Yes, ma.
You
Yes,
know,
ma. Yes, ma.
we have
So,
clay everywhere.
exactly, ma. This science was awake even recently. Like if you in India, we have so many avatari, divine spiritual masters. They are not as powerful as Paramahansa Nityanand
Yes,
Swamiji, but they demonstrated all these powers like what Jesus you mentioned, like Satya Sai Baba, Shirdi Sai Baba,
yes.
and few others, several others. So
Guru
if we,
Nanak. I
yeah,
mean,
so when we
I know
read
because I
their
have it. Yes,
autobiography, we
Swami
see all these,
Prabhupada.
yes, Prabhupada also, and they had breakthroughs, but they were not able to do a mass breakthrough and
Right.
pass that knowledge to their disciples. Swami
That's right.
Paramahansa Nityananda is the only one of the incarnations. He is here to prove that you are God, not he is
Yes.
God. You are God. So his avatar is here to prove the Mahavakya Tattva Masi, means you are that. You are that
Yes.
divine. And he, like, his, like, when I did my first inner awakening, ma, I had so many wrong notions about Hindu religion, and
Yes.
he really did that. All that brainwashing, he washed it away, and then he even opened our third eye in that inner awakening, and I was able to read first time in my life with third eye. I couldn't imagine. I'm a computer software company owner, and programming and all logical engineering,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes, I
he
do.
was beyond logic. This is so magical. So then the fluoride conspiracy, he explained us how the toothpaste and how the Western world
Yes.
has introduced this fluoride into the toothpaste and water. Like in
Yes.
Philadelphia, the drinking water has fluoride
Hmm.
added in it, and that
Right.
constantly goes and chokes our third eye. So
Yes.
Swamiji, with his he is here to explain us how our third eye, like so. Quickly has been like become dormant, and so I think in spite of you knowing about third eye in 90s, that is itself is like you are real serious seeker.
Yeah.
I just I knew only one mantra, dollar I nama. Means I used to run
Okay.
behind dollar, but after meeting Swamiji, I saw there are so many dimensions to life, and my life has been so blissful after the first inner awakening. Like before, I used to be anyone could make me mad, upset, or lot of lust or lot of these
Yes.
things used to just
Yes.
take
All of
me
the
over,
senses.
yeah.
Yes.
And after doing the inner awakening, um, like I every moment of life is so blissful, and I look forward to like enriching, causing, sharing people how this u-turn of the life, and
Yes.
it's been magical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what it is. When Swamiji says on the video, it sounds too good to be true, but it's true.
Yes.
What a lot of individuals don't realize is that because he is actually an avatar,
Hmm.
and what is the definition of an avatar? And that's why you need to take the science of awakening, inner awakening courses, because
Yes.
there are lots of words that you don't understand what their meaning is. You
Hmm.
think you understand, you look in a dictionary, you Google them, you can even go to Wikipedia, but the
They're all
true
contaminated
essence,
versions. Yeah.
yes, the true essence of it is described by the avatar himself. So when
Yes.
you hear what an avatar is a god that decided, okay, mankind needs some help and we don't want them to destroy themselves. So
Mhm.
I am literally going to take a human form and
Yes.
come down to earth and help man from this human form.
Yes.
Okay? Now,
Yes.
the reason why I brought that up is because what a lot of people don't understand who may not have experienced the Christian religion, that is the definition of what Jesus was. He
Yes.
was God made
Hmm.
flesh,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
a God made flesh is an
Hmm.
avatar.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I
Good.
mean,
But
if you don't,
my only thing which I find very hard is like the misinterpretation of that Jesus' teachings is so they forgot the oneness and they moved to one God. When Avatar constantly keeps on coming, but they sometimes got stuck with just one God versus
okay, so
oneness, right? What do you think about
yes,
that, right?
so
Yes,
can
ma'am.
I explain to you
Yes,
why
ma'am.
that was injected? Because prior
Ah,
to the meeting within Constantine, that didn't exist. So when
okay.
the Romans who set up the whole Catholic system
Hmm.
took over the movement from after Jesus was not physically
Ah,
around.
okay,
When the
okay.
Romans took over, they are the ones who moved it from oneness to one God. You
Ah, that's where the
understand?
shift
And
happened.
then
Okay.
that's where the shift happened. And then not only that, they said, okay, the Pope is the one that's closest to God.
Ah, okay,
So
okay.
what
And all the
Christians don't
scandals and all
realize
that
is,
started happening.
yes,
Okay, okay.
right. And that's where you need to bring in the fact that the teachings of Jesus
Hmm.
are not the teachings that the Catholic Church set up.
Ah, okay,
Okay?
okay, okay.
Because this has been an institution for millennials, and
Wow.
people don't understand that the shift which we now see in the religion, which is polluted, deteriorated, that
Hmm.
shift came from the Vatican taking over and propagating the religion, because Jesus himself did not call his movement Christianity.
Ah,
The word
okay.
Christianity came from the Roman Catholic Church. They
Okay.
brought in all of that
I
language.
see. I see. So
Okay?
that's how it went in the complete U-turn and all that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how I went into the U-turn.
Wow. So I think this is going to be very enlightening for this sharing of you would be very enlightening for all faith-based religions. Like,
Yes. Yes.
how the purpose was this, but how it got like, um,
Yes.
uh, it
And then
took
from
over
there
and
you just
then they
had
went in
spin-offs.
opposite. Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
You continue to have spinoffs, and
Spin-offs.
that's how you
Okay.
got your different sects, the evangelicals. Then you
Yeah.
end up with the Methodists. Then you end up with the Episcopalians.
Mm.
Then you end up with the Episcopalian Methodists. Then you have the African Methodists, the
Ah, okay.
AME, African Methodist Episcopalian. Then you got the Mormons. Then you have. That's how you got so many different sects. But it
Ah,
all started with Constantine, and
okay.
it all started with the Council of Nicene. That's what it's actually called.
Ah,
At the
okay.
Council of Nicene, that's when all of that stuff took place, the shift took place, and then now the whole world has that elusive veil over their third eye in their mind.
Ah, so that's how the elusive veil on the third eye. Wow.
Yes,
Wow. Such a conspiracy to, block the third eye. And okay.
yes.
So I think,
And so I,
Ma, this is going to be a breakthrough because people who attend the Mahasadashivam, not only will their third eye be awakened, but they are going to experience this humongous breakthrough of going above these different layers which Swamiji is talking about, like
yes,
the 14 all these 11 dimensions. And last year I attended the Sadashivam, and he explained us the 25 states of the mind, and there are a lot of
yes,
videos all online. Swamiji's all teachings are all free for all seekers, for all so I
yes,
think it's gonna give tremendous breakthrough. But wow, so thank you Ma, for explaining me this, how Jesus teachings and then how Constantine and all that overpowered. And okay.
yes. And the
Okay.
shift happened
Yep.
there.
Yep.
I just wanted to
Yes, Ma.
interject before
So
we,
before
we
we end,
complete.
yes, yes, Ma.
Yes, I wanted to interject. The distribution
Mm-hmm.
of fluoride
Mm-hmm.
into the water systems
Mm.
actually started with Hitler and the Nazis.
Oh,
So,
really? Wow.
yes,
Okay.
when Hitler took the Jews hostage,
Mm-hmm.
he did a lot of experimentation, or
Mm.
ordered a lot of experimentation on those people. Okay,
Ah.
and
Mm-hmm.
one of those experimentation was with fluoride,
Mm.
but that's not the point I want everyone to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
The point that I want everyone to focus on is, how did Hitler and the Nazis come to know that fluoride would calcify the third eye?
Mm.
And
How?
this is the point that everybody should begin to understand,
What
how the
is it,
Bible
Ma?
says, the
Mm-hmm.
leaders of my people have caused them to err. Hitler and a certain group of the Nazis
Mm-hmm.
ventured into Egypt
Okay.
to go and look at the records and the information in Egypt.
Uh-huh.
Not only did Hitler and those same Nazis go to Egypt and get information and extract
Mm-hmm.
information, they also went to Tibet and
Oh,
studied with the Tibetan monks.
really? Wow.
Yes, they did.
Hitler went all the
So,
way there? Wow.
yes,
Okay.
he did. So
Mm-hmm.
when you understand that individuals who
Mm-hmm.
are in leadership positions,
Mm-hmm.
they don't just come up with ideas for what I call the regression of a society. They actually go to the
Masters.
spiritual masters.
Mm.
They learn from the spiritual masters, and to prevent others from coming to the same enlightenment, because they realize that they're not avatars, they, when they find out what can harm, because every spiritual master will say, oh, make sure you're not consuming water or food with fluoride. You
Hmm.
understand?
Yeah,
What spiritual
yeah,
master that has awakened your third eye would not
yeah.
tell you that?
We'll tell you that, right?
Okay, so they take the information and they're like, well, we don't want other people's third eyes open. That's what Hitler
Ah,
did.
okay,
That's what the Nazis did. And
okay.
so they brought that same concept and feeling and idea of what Swamiji taught in Inner Awakening. He
Hmm.
said, when a person doesn't understand how to control knowledge, they begin to fear it. They
Yes,
fear that they
that
will
was
be
just in one of the
overthrown.
recent satsangs. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yeah,
that was in the
yeah,
satsang. You see?
yeah,
So
yeah.
from the fear that others can see just
Hmm.
like I can because my third eye is open,
Hmm.
oh, I gotta stop them from being able to see. Let's toxify them. Let's
Ah,
calcify their third eye.
okay.
You
So
see?
that's when from there it came in US, and
It
stupid
came from
US just followed it.
well, remember how it came to the US? Because
Oh.
as quiet as it's kept and it's not talked about,
Hmm.
during World War II, a lot of Nazi scientists were brought into the U.S.
Ah, okay.
Okay, it didn't just pop into our leaders' minds. They
Hmm.
brought those German scientists here
Yes,
for engineering and physics and everything
yes,
else.
yes,
Remember that Einstein was in Germany,
yes. He
right?
was. Yes, yes,
He
yes,
was a German scientist,
yes, yes.
and
He
he
was.
came to the United States.
Yep, yep.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
got to understand that they brought these people because of their knowledge and their information. And when
Okay.
they brought them here, they also brought their ideology.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And boy, that's how this toxic started coming in. But now I think once the people understand that the power of third eye, like you saw
Yes.
these demos and all that, Balasan demos, the whole world is seeing.
Yes.
I think people are gonna be awakened and they are gonna hopefully stop this contamination of fluoride, which is a deep neurotoxin. And I have made petition in Downingtown, Florida, like Pennsylvania, sorry,
Yes.
Philadelphia, and in Philadelphia area. And I think once more of us we unite, we can awaken people. This video. Any other closing comments, Ma?
I would like to say, Mukesh, that I recently started a company and I
Okay.
sell artesian alkaline water
Awesome.
with no
Yes.
fluoride.
No
Okay?
fluoride. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Tathastu, and blessings for your company, Ma.
Okay.
Keep the the alkaline, which is very good. So it will be very healing for the body, and artesian water. So without any fluorides and all that contamination. So thank you, Ma.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. What's the
Nityananda.
name of your company, Ma?
I water.
Eye water. Awesome. Okay. Third eye
Okay.
water. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma. Nityananda.
Okay.
Yep.
Nityananda. Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.